Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Let me not be rude. For those of you who are new, welcome to Stars by Baddies. I post new videos every week and they all revolve around beauty related content, along with me giving a voiceover telling you guys a story time to keep you entertained. So be sure to subscribe and join the family. If you want to be featured in any of my videos, email me your stories at starsbybaddies20@gmail.com. So in today's video, I'll be giving a story time about the time my friend stole from me. Now let's get right into it. Real quick before we get back into the story, if you didn't know, I also do nails. If you're in the Bronx, New York or nearby and you're looking for a nail tech, I'd love to have you in my chair. You can DM my nail page at nailsbysd to book an appointment. I'm currently accepting new clients and I can't wait to meet some of you baddies. And today's shout out goes to Gemma L3L. Thank you for supporting me. Make sure you guys head over, show them some love, subscribe. Now let's get into today's story time. I have this friend, we're gonna call her Bree, and Bree was at my apartment all the time. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. She basically had an open invitation. If she texted me saying she was outside, I'd be like, girl, come on in. She knew where I kept everything in my house, you know, where my makeup was, my jewelry, my closet, everything. Now, one thing about me, I'm actually really generous. Like, if you asked to borrow something, I'd probably let you. So it never even crossed my mind that I had to hide stuff around my own friend. Then I started noticing little things going missing. At first, it'd be something so small that I'd literally gaslight myself. I'm talking, didn't I have another lip gloss? Where are my AirPods? You know, like, I swear I bought 2 of these perfumes. Little minor things like that. And every single time, I just assume I misplaced it because I can be forgetful. Like, I'm the type to blame my siblings for stealing something and I'd find it in my room literally the next day. Now y'all know how every once in a while there's this one clothing drop everybody's trying to get their hands on. That was me with this IMG a 2-piece set. If you know, you know. That set stays sold out. Every time they restock, it'd be gone in like 5 minutes. Girls were reselling it for almost double the price because it was so hard to get. I had literally been stalking the website for weeks waiting for my size to come back. The day I finally got that your order has shipped email, I was so excited. When it came in, I immediately tried it on. It fit perfectly. I even sent pictures in the group chat with all of my friends like, yeah, I finally got it. Bree, of course, was one of the first people to reply. She goes, girl, I'm so jealous. Then maybe 2 days later, she comes over to my apartment. We're literally just hanging out, watching TV, ordering food, talking. At some point, she goes to my closet to change into sleepwear because she kept clothes at my house. She basically had her own little corner in my closet because she would come over so often. So she goes to my room and I'm noticing she's in there for a minute. So I decide to check on her. I see she's still in the closet, just kind of going through the clothes, and she asks to see the IMG set. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's somewhere here in my closet. So I grab it, show it to her, and she's holding it up, talking about, you know, how cute it is. She keeps saying, I wanted this so bad. They never have my size. You're so lucky. Eventually, I hang it back up in my closet, and we go back to watching movies. And then she ends up leaving later that night. A few days go by, and I'm getting ready to wear it for the first time. I open my closet, and the hanger is there, but the outfit isn't. At first, I'm genuinely confused because I'm thinking, I know I hung it back up, like, for sure. Like, I specifically remember putting it in the garment bag because I didn't want anything happening to it. I had a big event planned that day, planned out my outfit to a T. So now I'm tearing my room apart, looking under my bed, checking my laundry, looking through every closet in my apartment. Nothing. Mind you, I was already low-key suspecting it might be Bree. Not enough to straight up accuse her, but enough where, you know, the thought crossed my mind because she had actually planned on spending the night at my apartment that day. Like, we were already picking out pajamas, talking about what breakfast we were going to make the next morning, deciding what movie to watch before bed. She was literally in my room, going through my closet, trying to find one of my oversized t-shirts to sleep in. Then, after we finished the last movie, she randomly goes, "You know what? I think I'm just going to go home." And I was like, okay. Because honestly, if somebody tells me they want to leave my house, I'm not arguing with them. I love my friends, but I also love my alone time. So I walked her to the door, hugged her goodbye, locked up, cleaned the kitchen a little, and went to bed. And the next morning, I didn't think anything of it up until this point. So after the whole outfit situation, I honestly tried to let it go. I kept telling myself, maybe I misplaced it, because I really didn't want to believe one of my closest friends would steal from me. So I moved on, or at least I tried to. Then maybe a week or two later, me and Bree decides to grab food after work. We're sitting in the restaurant talking, catching up, laughing, just having a normal girl hangout. At one point, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't think twice about leaving my stuff at the table because that's my friend. I literally handed her my purse and my phone and was like, "Can you watch this real quick?" She goes, "Yeah, girl, I got you." I was gone maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes max. I come back, we finish eating, pay for our food, and head home. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Later that night, I'm getting ready to order something online, so I reach into my wallet for my card information, and I notice there's a lot of cash missing. Like, my wallet feels lighter than normal. Mind you, I know how much cash I had because I had literally just gotten paid and took money out the ATM that same morning. So I'm counting it, and I'm noticing there's a lot of cash missing. Then it hit me. The only time my purse left my sight that entire day was when I handed it to Bree when I went to the restroom. So now I'm sitting there feeling crazy because I don't want to accuse her over cash, especially when I don't have actual proof. So again, I talked myself out of it. I was like, maybe I miscounted, maybe I forgot I spent some. But now I had two things in the back of my mind: my missing IMG set, and now missing cash. And honestly, I started noticing a pattern that I really didn't want to believe was there. At this point, I wasn't about to accuse her without proof because I know that I'd look absolutely crazy, so I decided to come up with a little plan. A few days later, I invited Bree over again, like everything was normal. We ordered food, watched the movie, talked for a while, our usual. I didn't act any different because I didn't want her thinking I was suspicious. Before she came over, though, I had already set everything up. I basically took one of my favorite bracelets, the one I actually wore all the time, and left it out sitting on my vanity where I knew she'd seen it. Then after we'd been hanging out for a bit, I fake remembered I had to run downstairs to grab a package the delivery driver had just dropped off. I looked at her and said, "Girl, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere." She was like, "Okay." I walked out, closed the front door, but I didn't actually leave. I waited maybe 15 seconds, then quietly came back inside because my apartment door closes without making much noise. The second I walked toward my room, I could already hear drawers opening. I walked in the room and she was there, just standing in my bedroom with my jewelry box open. One hand was inside my purse, the other hand was holding my bracelet. She hadn't even heard me come back in, it seems like, at this point. So I just stood there for a second until she finally turns around and we make eye contact. She looked like she's seen a ghost, y'all. She immediately drops the bracelet back on my vanity and goes, "Oh my God, I was just looking for it because I thought this was the bracelet you were talking about." I'm like, "What bracelet?" Mind you, I had never told her I lost the bracelet that day. The only thing I did was leave the bracelet right there and tell her that I was going to come right back. So I don't know where she got this narrative from that I told her I lost anything. Matter of fact, I hadn't said I lost anything at all. So how did you know to be looking for a bracelet? I was confused. The room got dead silent. I looked at my open jewelry box, my purse sitting unzipped, my dresser drawer is halfway open. Then I looked back at her and said, Bree, what exactly are you doing? She started stumbling over her words, trying to explain herself, but at that point, I didn't even need or want an explanation. I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. And I decided to confront her about all my items that have gone missing. And she just kept saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, stop lying, because there's no reason for you to be standing in my room with my drawers open, holding my jewelry. She starts crying, talking about I wasn't going to take it. Girl, then why was it in your hand? At that point, I wasn't even listening anymore, and I found myself getting more stern with her. I'm like, I want everything back. The outfit, the money, everything you've taken from me. She finally admits that she had the IMG set, which I already knew, talking about, I was only borrowing it. You lend me all your clothes. I don't see how it's a problem now. I said, really? Because it's been missing for weeks, and you know that you communicate with me before you take stuff usually. So what is it really? Then she opens up to me about how she was struggling financially and thought I wouldn't notice. And that hurt me more than anything, not because of the money, but because instead of her coming to ask me for help, she chose to steal from me when I basically gave this girl the clothes off of my back. Like, she knows that if she were to ask me, I would have gave it to her. So I really don't know what kind of excuse that was, but I looked at her and said, if you would have told me you needed help, I probably would have given you the money. Like, I most likely would have, and you know this, but you took away my choice the second you decided to steal. She, of course, didn't really have anything to say after that. She went home, came back later that night with a shopping bag, and inside was my IMG set, a couple of other clothing pieces I didn't even realize were missing, and an envelope with some of the cash that she owed me. Some, not all of it. And that was the last time she ever stepped foot in my apartment, because once somebody shows you they're comfortable stealing from you, there's really no friendship left to save. Thank you to Kanisha for sending in this story time. If you've ever dealt with a situation like this, let me know in the comments or in my email, of course. My advice, once somebody is comfortable stealing from you, they're taking advantage of your trust, and trust is honestly way harder to replace. And I'm all for giving people grace, but don't keep someone around just for friendship. Like, don't keep them around just for friendship. Protect your peace, set your boundaries, and don't feel guilty for walking away from people who keep showing you that they don't respect you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories, baddies. Bye, baddies. See you in the next video.